Okay, guys, so this is going to be a long video. I am breaking these up into segments so that they're not so annoying to watch. But if you watch any of my little videos, please make sure you watch this one. So I am going to talk to you guys. I'm going to reposition myself. I'm going to talk to you guys about social media. So when it comes to direct sales, social media really is king and key. King, they both start with K. The reason being, it's the most effective way to reach a lot of people kind of at once. So just a few things that, I kind of know, I've kind of learned about social media as we go. So, or as I've gone. So, a few things. You are obviously going to want a Facebook group. Your Facebook group is going to be your VIP group, okay? It's going to be where you post information on the regular, little posts. It's where people come to really get to know you, okay? So one of the best things you can do is really kind of make it all encompassing. Don't always kind of be, you want to be selling the product without forcing it down people's throat. So the one of the most important things is the 3 Ps. What are the 3 Ps? I'm always going to forget the last P. But you want to post on your social media, I'm not even kidding, 3 times a day. You can start by doing morning, noon, and night just to get yourself in a routine. And I will tell you why you need to post in social media 3 times a day in just a second. You want one of those posts to be about the product. You want one of those posts to be a personal post. So something that relates to you and allows those VIPs to kind of get to know an aspect of you. And the 3rd P, good question what that P stands for. But I always do 3 posts, at least 3 posts a day. Personal, something about the product, and then my 3rd is usually just kind of like a crapshoot. It could be a game, it could be another random ditty, it could be something I saw that I thought was cool. It's just kind of whatever. So the reason that you want to post 3 times a day is this kind of phantom thing that they talk about in Facebook land, because Senor Zuckerberg never really gives up the secrets. That's your Facebook algorithm. And people have a lot of guesses about, what improves your Facebook algorithm. What is your Facebook algorithm? So it's basically how your group ranks to make you more visible higher up in people's news feeds when they log in. So your typical Facebook post, if you post something, is only going to be good for, I forget what the time frame is, but it's really short, and then it starts to drop off lower into people's social media feed. So the more frequently you post, the higher up, that new content will appear higher up in people's news feeds and keep you fresh in people's brains. Now, I say the more you post, this does not mean post like 8 times a day, because that will annoy people, okay? So unless you have something really good, don't spam people with posts just to post, because that will actually have the opposite effect. But the key is to always kind of keep fresh content and be fresh in people's minds and appear higher in people's news feeds. And your algorithm is based off of a variety of things, but it's really based off of group participation. So the more active your group is, the higher you will also appear in people's news feeds. So try to make your posts engaging. Don't just be like, hey, I wore these today. Hey, I have my Vegas Vixen on today. It took me a while to figure, it took me a while to decide on a color to do, but I put this on. What do you guys think? That's an open-ended question. What do you guys think? Or, I'm loving this glitter. Do you guys like glitter solid or nail art better? Why? Like, always put some kind of question. Always put something in your posts that people will engage with you. They will respond. They will drop a like, okay? The more engagement you have on a post, the higher you will rank in people's news feeds as a whole, Okay. When people interact with you. So if I come to your page and I like and comment on your posts, Facebook is going to recognize that I like your group, and I'm going to appear higher in your newsfeed, and you're going to stay on my mind because I'm always seeing you there. So the key is to get people to engage with you. Engagement can also be something. Emojis and reactions right now are ranking higher in people's news feeds. So if you guys look around, people who do different direct sales, you'll see a lot of people have been doing emoji posts. Like, you know, Donald Trump asked me out on a date. Your third emoji is your response. Drop it in the comments. And that's because those emojis, those reaction are ranking higher for algorithm scores. So you want people to drop emojis. You want people to like your stuff. So that's why you see a lot of those, you know, drop an emoji things kind of going on, because those will help your Facebook algorithm. Basically, you want engagement. If someone responds to one of your posts and says, oh, I really like that, don't just not respond, because your algorithm is also gauging the interaction, okay? If you respond to somebody's post, sorry, I saw my kid in the background. Your responsiveness is also going into that algorithm. So if somebody says, hey, I really like these, respond to them and say, hey, thanks, I really like them too. Are you really into the glitters? We have some like awesome glitters or whatever. Just respond. Make sure you respond. One, it's helping you build a relationship with that particular individual. And it's also boosting that algorithm score to make you more visible in people's news feeds. I cannot stress to you enough to make sure you're posting 3 times a day. I will show you Facebook. You can schedule your posts now via Facebook. They have made it easy. So if you're going to be busy for a day, like, no big deal. Schedule some posts ahead of time, the night before or whatever. Because it's very, very important. I have seen people, you know, take vacations and then come back and they haven't posted for a week and their algorithm has dropped so low, there is a possibility that they will never recover. And if they do, I mean, they're going to be working their butts off for like a month. Like, you do not want to let your algorithm drop. Okay. Your algorithm is also based upon how many active members you have in your group. And I will show you what that means too. So let me do a quick screen share. So, all right. So a lot of people think that you're about to see how overwhelming my group. These are groups I manage at the moment. I also favored them. It's a little chaotic in my world. So I'm going to just go to my page. Okay. Now, one, you can see my scheduled posts. We just talked about algorithm. Okay. So I actually scheduled 3 posts for today. I can see what those posts are by clicking see posts. Now, if you want to schedule something, just go and write a typical post. Hey, guys. Here's my post. Okay. So instead of hitting the post button, right to the left, you can click this little clock thing. If you hover over it, it says schedule post. I'll click that and bam, I can pick from the calendar, you know, I want to post this Sunday at, you know, whatever time, and then I'll click schedule. And when I click schedule, what happens is it'll show here like 2 scheduled posts, and it'll tell you when your next post is scheduled for. Okay, and you'll also get a notification in your notifications that whatever it is posted, and see, that's your video is ready to view. But anyway, you'll get a notification like, oh, hey, you know, whatever. Now, the next thing you want to Were you climbing on your table? I know, but you're not supposed to climb on that, right? I like how she walks away when I'm like, you're not supposed to be doing that. Okay, so that's that. So the other thing, a lot of people think that the more members you have, the better. Like, I need to have thousands of members. False. I mean, it's great to have thousands of members, but the key is you want to have thousands of active members. How do you know if a member is active? You know how a lot of people just like blindly add you to things? If you click into your members, you want to look for people that say they joined. That means even if you added them, see how I added her, but she joined. That means she's actually gone into my page and actually clicked. Okay. So let me go through and see somebody who hasn't joined. You can see all these people have kind of wandered through. They've joined. They've accepted my ad. Okay. So Sherry Crawford has not, as you can see, she just says she was added by me. She hasn't actually joined. She's bringing down my algorithm because she's dead weight. She's just a body who's doing nothing. So I'm going to remove her. Okay. They give you these great options. You can delete people's posts. You can block them. I'm just going to delete her. That will up my algorithm because you don't want people who, and I have a few of them, but I'm still kind of new. Other people have added them. So I'll give them a week or two. But I periodically go through and just remove people. Like, we can remove her. Okay. Because that will up my algorithm as well by not having, you know, all that so-called dead weight in my group. So the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a Facebook business page. Why? Because it is a public page that people can view and get to know you and your business. So to do that, go to pages. Bottom left, you can go to pages. Bam. Okay. So I'm really guilty about not doing a whole lot with my business pages, but this is my business page. Okay. But you have a whole bunch of different things. It gives you different suggestions. And it will actually, I do pay to boost some posts and I do run some ads. So, and it'll tell me how many people I've reached, who's liked it, you know, and I can choose my audience and things like that. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have a Shop Now link. This Shop Now link takes you right to my order page. But you could take it to your VIP page or whatever. Excuse me, Maximilian. Thank you. All right, so settings. I hate when they like rework things. So I want to link my group. Just give me 1 second. I have to remember where I go to link. Okay, excuse me. Thank you. Messenger platform page roles. Admin is Jennifer Whitmore. You can choose the audience you want for your page. I'm looking for where I can link. I'm going to verify my page. Why can't I hate when they redo things? Help. Link. This is a new page. Maybe I don't have the link. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, there's the ability to link it, but I don't think I've gotten the link yet. But anyway, you can connect your Instagram. When the link becomes available, I'll show you guys how to link it up. And you can link it to your VIP group. So when you post in your VIP group as Color Street by Jen or Color Street whoever, it'll actually post between the two pages instead of you having to do double work. But do have a business page. If you guys have Instagram and you are familiar with Instagram, link up an Instagram page specifically for Color Street and have it linked to your business page. So anything you post on Instagram, you can slide the button over and you can post it over here, and I can show you guys how to do that. So there's that. So basically, just make sure you're posting. Do giveaways. People love free stuff. I can show you guys how to create some engagement posts. The one thing I will say about, it's going to drive me crazy that I couldn't find the link page. And now when I'm done with this, I'm going to look for that link page because it was right there when I went to link my LuLaRoe one. So I wonder if that my page is just too new. Anyway, so neither here nor there. So when it comes to posting images, you will see the same images 75,000 times across the internet. They are generic images. What you want to do is make those images not generic. If it's an image that's widely used, for example, you know, the blue Color Street banner that I have, even on our team page. Facebook recognizes that as spam, so to speak, because it's being reused so many times. The best thing that you can do is make that image your own. How do you do that? By using a photo editor app. PhotoGrid is a popular one. I use Photify and WordSwag a lot. I also use Photoshop a lot, just to really do basic stuff. And basically, I take everything and I brand it with my name on it. It gets my name out there, but it also basically is creating a new image from that stock image. So Facebook will recognize it as a new image and they won't flag it like it's spam, and it will appear higher in people's news feeds. Even if you take an image and run it through an Instagram filter and then post it, it will still read as a new image. You need to do that for every image. I do it for crap I steal from Google for quotes. I do it with every image because I always want every image to appear new and to appear higher in people's news feeds. That is the name of the game. So I will do another quick tutorial on kind of how to brand using Facebook or using Photoshop. It's super easy. I don't know a whole lot about Photoshop, but I know how to do really basic stuff, and that's literally what I'm doing is super basic stuff. So this was kind of a long-winded spiel. Make sure you post 3 times a day. Make sure your content is original. Make sure you have a business page. Look up an Instagram to connect to that business page. So every time you post, you're sliding that button, and it's doing a 2-for-1 special. You're posting to Instagram and building a following, and you're posting to a Facebook business page. Make sure your content is engaging, open-ended questions. Make sure that you're doing the 3 Ps, and I can't remember the 3rd P, but personal, something about the product, and then, you know, something else that's like engaging. Throw in some giveaways every once in a while. Incentivize people to buy with you, and do set up a Google Doc, get those samples out. And remember to respond to people's responses to you. Start building those relationships because this is a relationship business. Anything direct sales is a relationship business. So You want to make sure that you are getting to know people and people are getting to know you. Go live every once in a while and be like, hey, I'm doing my nails. Who wants to just like hang out and have a conversation? Let people watch you do your nails in real time. I would strongly suggest before you consider doing that, make sure you're comfortable with doing a spot-on application. It doesn't even have to be 100% perfect, but make sure you're not fumbling around. Make sure you've applied this stuff a couple of times. Aria, can you please get out of the blinds? Aria Jasmine. I see her a little. Make sure. I don't even know. I got busy. So I got busy barking. Uh oh. Is there anything you want to talk about with social media? What do you think? She wants to put her head down and be upset about it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.